Yeah, Neymar is a really exciting player. He's a young player. He's having a journey like no other, and so far he's doing great. I mean, the way he plays football, the way he creates excitement in the game. As he goes into the World Cup, it'll be challenging for him, but also really exciting. We think he's great. I mean, the thing that he has a rock star quality. And I say that in the sense that, footballers are the rock stars of today, and he has that personality. And he's the type of player that will risk everything to deliver brilliance. So we're looking forward to him doing that. The football-only store that's actually based, the football store that we created in Copacabana, is actually the first, real sort of hardcore football store. And the reason we created it in Brazil was because Brazil is one of the countries that really has the strongest connection between sport and culture. And it really kind of comes together. So that was the reason we wanted to put this store in Brazil. We believe this is a concept that we can take to other markets around the world, but why not pilot it in the market where they love football the most and really get a chance to see how successful it will be. We think it will be great. Obviously we will continue to monitor and improve the store, but we're very excited about that cross between football and the lifestyle or the culture of football coming together. Yeah, when we look at football and we think about how our business has grown, and you go back to 1994, we're $40 million. Today we're $2 billion. And everyone always asks the question, okay, so, how is it competing? We don't think of it as competing. We think of it about how do we grow the market? How do we get more people to be excited about the game of football? So by our ability to create a lifestyle or a cultural connection to the sport is a really key part in growing the market, and that's what we're doing. So this for us is very important. At the same time, we always want to make sure that we deliver great performance products. So launching the Mercurial, the Superfly that we've just launched, is a great example of being really focused on designing the best performance products possible. That product is designed for speed, unadulterated speed, for the fastest players on the planet. Couple things, if Nike was a country, we would say it would be Brazil. And why do I say that? Really because Brazilians have an incredible passion for sports, and they have an incredible passion for football. And they also are extremely creative. And we believe all those things provide a great opportunity for us and our brand. By the World Cup, we expect our Brazilian business to be $1 billion. And then 2 years later, by the time of the Olympics, Brazil will be our third largest market in the world, behind North America and China. So Brazil presents an incredible opportunity because of that passion for sport. And if we can grow the performance business as well as create a lifestyle business, it will continue to grow for many years to come. Yeah, no, it's a matter of making sure that, one of the things I said I've certainly been going to Brazil for many years and loved about Brazil is the way people play sport. You play on the beach, you play on the streets, you play on the pitches, you play all over. This idea, if we can continue to inspire people to play sports all the time, and give them access to sport, right? Making sure they have access, making sure they have the ability to get to places and not just, stay behind and play just games or video games. How do you, use video games to inspire you to get out and be active, right? And so those are the things that we think about. So giving people access to sport is as important as inspiring them to play sport. I do. I mean, I think that, like I said, I think it's inherent in Brazilians. I think they love sports. At the core of it, they love sports. So the question is, what is inhibiting them from actually playing, or certainly the younger generation from playing as much as they might have done before? And I think things like the World Cup or the Olympics, you know, whenever you go out and whenever you watch a sporting event, you can't help feel you just want to get out and do something. Mm-hmm. I think it will happen. Yeah, we didn't actually stop the business. We will continue to supply the fuel band SC, so you'll still see that in the marketplace. We'll continue to support it with different variations, different software updates to it. But one of the things that we have today is we have about 28 million people that are on what we call our Nike Plus network, right? And that includes people with the fuel band. Our vision is to have 100 million people on it. And so to create that kind of growth, we felt it was important to really focus both on keeping the fuel band, what we have today, but more importantly, expanding that experience to more consumers. And we will do that through partnerships. Yeah, that's why we launched the Fuel Lab in San Francisco, because it allows us to work with partners who can help to put the fuel as a currency of movement on more and more devices around the world. Yeah, no, in fact, I think they will use, many will use Nike Fuel as a system, but one of the reasons we created Nike, the Fuel Band, was about helping people to be more active every single day, to motivate them. So our task is to work with many others to how can we incorporate it in things that you already have. We have a great partnership with Apple, and we will continue that partnership. So you'll see that kind of going forward. We'll also have other partners as we continue to go, as we continue to push our strategy even further. Yeah, our e-commerce business is actually doing really well. In fact, in third quarter, our e-commerce business grew 57%. So we're seeing really strong growth in e-commerce, and that's in existing markets. And that's not even adding. We recently just upgraded our e-commerce business in China. We just upgraded some work in Brazil recently. So this is an area that we continue to focus on, giving consumers more direct access to the products they love. We think is a very simple proposition, because people really want to get the advantage of the great products. So we have to make it accessible to them. No, in fact, you're leading to the exact right place, which is, for us, all these things work together. How do you create a seamless experience for the consumer between, choosing to buy a product, wanting something, I want to go run, to have a service that actually helps you to run, and then serving you the products that you need to run. For us, that's the more complete experience that we're working toward. And that is, as we would say, that is the future, that you put all the pieces together, from commerce, your ability to serve that consumer, and your ability to inspire people. All those three things work. We think more about how we can continue to serve the consumer with the things that they need. How can we help them, right? How can we help you to be more active? How can we help you when you go on a run? Then how can we serve you when you go on a run? What kind of products do you really need? Are you running in the rain, right? If we know that, then we can make sure that we offer you the products that are right for your personal circumstance. We think that's really where the market will evolve to, and we're making sure that we stay on the forefront of that. I think that we approach it in our strategy from different points of views, and like we said, Brazil is a market that we have so much passion for. We think the Olympic Games in Rio is going to be amazing. So the opportunity to be a partner and a sportswear partner and the market was something that we felt was appropriate at this point in time. We will continue to be the brand that make sure that we supply and we give the athletes the best parts they have to use. They'll have great uniforms that we always kind of have. So we're really excited about what the Olympics will do. It'll energize the market, and it will energize, I think, people who are passionate about sports. And again, having the Olympics in Brazil, that's pretty cool.